Sidney, how's it going? Thank you for joining us here. We definitely appreciate your time. Why don't you introduce yourself to the community?
Hey, everybody, I appreciate you having me. My name is Sidney Richlin. I'm part of a team of, doxed founders of Non-Fungible Art, NFA, and have been in the space we started about almost 2 years ago, creating and developing our various collections. And I'm glad to walk you through whatever you want to know.
I want you to share with us the main features and the value of NFA, non-fungible art.
So, I always tell people the unique thing about what we're doing, it's a little bit different than a lot of the different projects out there. So when we set out in the space, we were really focused on fine art and taking a piece of art and making a one-of-one NFT to authenticate the painting. So there was actually something on the blockchain that could be used as a provenance. So we created multiple projects. We have about 18 projects right now on our website, nonfungibleart.io, that we've created from start to finish, including 2 projects that are community driven. So the community actually will design the NFTs for a 3D app we created for our Go Show project, and also another project with Kickware. We signed a bunch of photographers, a couple of them in the music space. One was a classic photographer in the 70s and 80s, Marvin Rennig, and who shot David Bowie and The Who and Rolling Stones and all that. And then we signed another one with Matt Belcher, who signs more contemporary artists like Ice Cube and Tool. And then another photographer by the name of Cody Wayne, who kind of created that whole Bratz toy look with the big eyes and really tapered in body. So we got a really unique array of projects, including obviously the crypto homies. So when we set out in the space, we really had a long-term goal of building a roadmap that would last, many, many years and be able to create community. About 8 months ago or so, we started to look at the space and really determine that one of the things, or one of the main things that's missing in Web3 are people. So we decided to kind of put our crypto homies on hold for a minute and start to focus in on what was the solution for this. So we came up with this idea for our membership pass, tied to a venue that we're creating in Las Vegas, called the NFA Pass. And what we did, which was really unique in the space, is we created a network of about 200 projects pre-mint that came on and supported us and helped us market and get the word out about what we were up to. So we're in the phase right now. We're allowing people to claim their communities. But let me tell you about some of the unique features and utilities that NFA brings to its members. So obviously off the gate, lots of NFTs, whitelists to all of our projects, access to our venue, free mints for different PFPs, and also at different NFTs for our various projects. But the key thing that we wanted to do is, how do we build this massive community? So we came up with this idea to build out a space that we could use as an IRL immersive experience, immersive gallery situation, and with a goal of bringing in 500,000 new people into Web3. And the way that we are going to get that to happen is, number one, with the content that we're putting through our venue. But on top of that, everybody who comes into our space will get gifted a wallet, a MetaMask wallet. We'll have a staff there that'll be able to assist people, and they'll be gifted a free NFT. In addition, they'll get access to our NFA partner app, which will feature all of our partners. And the idea behind that app is to actually allow people to extend their experience beyond just the IRL event that they're attending. So we built out this thing, we built out this kind of engine, and then what we decided was, okay, well, we're giving this huge utility to the person that buys the pass. Why don't we figure out a way to give utility to the projects? So what we did is, like I mentioned, you'll be able to claim your community to the app, and the more people that mint for a project, the more utility we give back to the project, like IRL events, being able to be featured in our immersive gallery, to co-sponsor events there, and hundreds of other marketing opportunities for these different, I call them brands, but projects, to be able to utilize our facility and the eyeballs that we'll be bringing in to further their projects. So in addition to that, as a member, as a project partner member, you have access to our team. So our team has been manufacturing. We have an office in China for over 20 years. We have a huge staff there. And we create all different kinds of products, from toys to electronics to apparel to a gazillion other things. And that's what me and my partners have done for years and years. I've been making products for over 30 years, from apparel to toys to electronics to technologies. So you get access to our team, you get access to our toy development platform, which allows us to help you conceive your toy, sculpt it, get it tooled, get it manufactured, and ultimately help market and distribute those toys for the NFT market. In addition, we also have our NFA shop. So the members are out there. As a pass holder, you get access to our NFA shop, which is a print-on-demand e-commerce website that's token gated and gives you over 400 products that you can upload your NFTs, create all different kinds of artwork, and start to actually make money off of all of these NFTs that are in our wallets. As a project partner, we extend that out to their community. So if you're a project partner, everybody who holds an NFT in your collection will have access to start to build out their own store. So this idea is to build this massive community of people who are utilizing their assets, get it out to people in Web 2 by sharing with their family, their friends, their different networks, and exposing these projects, brands, to all new set of eyeballs. So that's really, in a nutshell, without breaking it down further, kind of what we're trying to do is to build this, what we call a mega mob.
Yeah, I really appreciate the fact that you went all in. You pretty much answered every question. I'm kidding. I do have more, but definitely, for the TLDR, that first answer pretty much summed up a lot of it. But I still have a few more points that I would love to get across, just so that people can understand a little bit more. You mentioned a utility that is, to me, an excellent utility, because I'm all like, you might see NFT shorts, but I assure you I'm so long on NFTs I can't even explain it. So, but what is your favorite feature of NFA? And you also mentioned the physical, real world, or in real life experience. Can you speak more about Nifties? But what is your favorite feature of NFA?
That's a tough one. I obviously, I think our expertise lends a lot to all these communities so we can help them. But I think the biggest thing is connecting the community together. I think that's the most exciting, to actually be able to build a community of projects that are working together in harmony and helping each other. I think that's a really cool thing. I think that I'll just name a couple, like my top few. I think that the toy development platform, utilizing our expertise for making and manufacturing toys, is something that's super helpful to all these projects, because one of the first things that really attracted me to NFTs 2 years ago was when I looked at all these PFPs. I'm like, these are just toys. And so that actually was like a rebirth for me in the toy industry. We just actually revamped my old company that I started in 1999 called Vital Toys. So it really kind of broke me back into that industry, and really got me excited about the future of NFTs and what they can do in the space. So I think that is super hot. And then I think our NFA shops is, I would say, a really interesting feature, because not only does it allow projects to create their own shop of 400 different products, but they don't have to inventory anything, they don't have to deal with shipping, they don't have to deal with returns, they don't have to deal with anything. All they do is create the shop. It's their own URL. They can use a custom URL if they want to, import one. But it's really a great way for a project to go out there and all year round make new products that they can offer their community. And then the fact that, and you mentioned you're long on NFTs. I mean, everybody who knows me in the space knows I went deep on a lot of NFTs to support all the people that I really believed in their vision. So I never sold an NFT yet. I'm not in that game. So I really, when I heard a project and I got to know the founders and I believed in them, I went deep. So the fact that I can take my NFTs I own IP rights for, and create my own marketplace and start to sell those NFTs to recoup some of my money, and hopefully make money, is real exciting, right? Because most people can't start their own company. They don't have the time. They may not know how to do it. They may not have the tools to go do it. But being able to, literally on the fly, create your own store and start making money, I think is really, really necessary for the space.
I personally not sold an NFT. I mean, it's nothing to necessarily brag about, but
No.
the entire point of, right? But the entire point to me is that doing research is what gives me the conviction to hold these things, trusting in the team, understanding the vision, seeing the utility, and hopefully inevitably having that play out in the future is why I buy in the first place. So this brings me to my next question, actually. I want you to discuss a little more in detail, I guess, the different tiers of the NFA NFT again. So for those who are listening and are just joining and understanding or getting to know what non-fungible art is and Nifty's, I guess, the Nifty compound, what exactly is it about the NFT membership pass that people want to know about? So please, yeah, essentially discuss that and let us know a little bit more if you can.
Of course. So, the pass is really different than any other pass that's come out before. Typically, you see a pass, it'll give you utility to get other NFTs from a collection, or maybe get you into a Genesis group where you can go look at a art gallery or something to that effect online. But there really hasn't been something that tied a pass to a IRL venue and experience. So what we did is we created this pass. It's broken up into 3 tiers: diamond, platinum, and gold. They all have. I'll just go through the diamond just to kind of give you the most extended version. So diamond pass gets you 4 years access to our venue, red carpet event, in-person events for all tiers. So if you're a diamond holder, you can go to platinum events and gold events. A physical ID card that gives you discounts at the venue on drinks and food and merch. You also get access to our Snoop Dogg Dr. Bombay figure that's coming out, the Basie figure, which is, going to be a beast. It's pretty much the most, I think it's going to be the most important physical toy release in Web3 so far. So we're really excited about that, and that's actually happening sooner than later. You also get access to our Crypto Homie series. This is a legacy brand, one of the few true toy legacy brands that are on the blockchain. I have not seen one on Ethereum. I know there's Vivi, who's done tremendously well with their platform, but we feel we're the first true collectible toy to be launched in Ethereum. You also get obviously our allow list. Again, that's all of our projects. We have 18 on our website. We've already created 23. We're building out our NFA token gated marketplace. So you'll have access to that. You'll be able to connect your wallet. That's going to have discounts on hotels and shows and restaurants and car rentals and all that good stuff. You're also going to get access to exclusive merch that's only available to our NFA pass holders. We're doing a 10 members per tier getaway to Las Vegas for a weekend and come hang with the founders at NFA. We're doing free mints from our NFA project. So just the Diamond Pass gets 8 NFTs from our various collections over the first year, which is a tremendous value. So like I said, anybody out there listening, go take a look at nonfungibleart.io so you can get a kind of a glimpse into the type of projects we're creating. We're also doing a free mint Pablo Azar PFP. Pablo is a world-renowned artist and muralist out of Mexico, but lives here in the States now. His artwork is insane. So he's known for kind of puzzle pieces that make his characters. So he was kind enough to create 3 series for the membership pass. So if you're a diamond holder, you get a diamond, platinum, and gold PFP. Platinum gets platinum and gold will get a gold PFP. But the cool thing about this, what he's done for us, is he's given us the opportunity to be the first person in the space to be able to utilize his art. So we're real excited about that. He also created our first free mint attached to each of the tiers, which we're calling our Founders PFP. So we're going to be actually doing a claim for that in the next few weeks. In addition, if you're a Diamond and Platinum holder, you're also getting a free mint DC Comics Arkham Asylum NFT. It's either Batman, the Joker, or Harley Quinn. And this is going to be a token-gated NFT that's going to get you access to a community that's kind of all about collectible toys and toys in general. And then we're also, like I said, you also get the added benefit that as a member holder, you can go and open up your own NFA shop. and start to create your store. So those are the tiers. We're working on some really amazing content for our IRL events, including immersive experiences, AR experiences. We hope to showcase a lot of artists from Web3, from the music side and comedians and really any kind of performance art that people are becoming more well known in the space. So we're excited to utilize that. We're also partnering with a lot of platforms like MetaMask and other marketplaces, other cryptocurrency marketplaces, and other associated Web3 type of companies to participate at the venue and to bring added value to our members. But yeah, we're really excited about this. This is like I said, it's never been done before. So I think it's the kind of thing where as people start to really understand what we're doing and what we're bringing to the space, this isn't like a NFT event that's going on somewhere where you're going to go for 3 days and party and hang out. This is something that is going to be building brands for years. It's all about the eyeballs. It's all about getting people to experience what we're doing. Because I'm a big believer that the next big cartoon, the next big superhero franchise, the next clothing brand. We already saw it with Artifact becoming, this huge juggernaut now with Nike. I believe that these projects, like you said, you're holding these NFTs in your wallet, and you're like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And I believe in that. That's what I believe in. That to me is going to be the future, and what's going to really break Web3 is that you're going to have, somebody's project get picked up by a major network or a major film studio outside of Basie and obviously the blue chips, but I'm talking about just the regular projects, and are going to become household names. And that's real exciting, and that's what we hope to be able to give help to these projects. And when people come to our venue and you're a project partner, we're featuring your artwork there, you're on our wall of fame, everything is connected with QR codes. So when people come in, they'll be able to really engage and immerse themselves into these projects. It's about those eyeballs. So I think the future for this industry is huge, and I think having a place that becomes the let's say the main hub for NFTs is our venue. And obviously picking Las Vegas was really important to us because we wanted to have a place that was really a 24/7 venue, and also a place where you have new people coming in all the time. The turnaround there is tremendous. So that was really important to us when we were looking at venue. Obviously, most of our team is here in Los Angeles, and it would have been, really easy to open place in Los Angeles, which our plans are to do in the future. But in reality, even though everybody thinks of it as Los Angeles like this hotbed for, playing and fun, things kind of shut down early here. And so we really thought that, knowing that Vegas is already turning into a hotspot for crypto and NFTs, that will be like a great addition to the landscape.
I've definitely seen a real focus on community. There definitely is a major amount of support for various projects, and I love it. I want you to discuss perhaps the sensation, the feeling, the motivation behind continuing keeping your head down and focusing on the goal of accomplishing this token gated experience.
Listen, there's in crypto and in every business, there's ups and downs, right? So, I always believe that if you're in this for a quick buck, it's the wrong business to be in, or the wrong time, right? This isn't the type of place where you can get in and just think, okay, yeah, there's always lightning in a bottle, but you have to believe in your project. You have to believe in your vision. And so, yeah, we are very focused on expanding the marketplace. Like I said, our goal is to bring in people, and the idea of being able to give people that experience to come in, to get their wallet, to get an NFT, gifted to them, and to kind of get them immersed into the space with the idea that, they're going to come into our venue and start to want to purchase NFTs and use this venue as a place for projects to launch their collections out of. We're our goal ultimately is, there's about 700 projects a month that come out, in the space. So, doing a lot of vetting and utilizing our space to be a launch pad for all these projects who are coming out, practically launching a new project every day out of our venue, would be a huge goal for us and a future goal. So we can help projects. Like you said, it's very tough to come into the space, go on spaces, try to market yourself, build your Discord community, build your Twitter community, and we've seen it a gazillion times. It is not easy, and it's no guarantee of success. So the only guarantee of success that I believe in Web3 and in all of my Web2 businesses is believing in your vision, right? And I think that it's the future of everything being on the blockchain and NFTs becoming a household name across a gazillion different verticals, from medicine to music, obviously, to movies, to all different types of entertainment, to retail, as retailers start to come in and have their whole store built on the blockchain, where you can purchase all the products through the blockchain, and it'll all be on the ledger and very easy to follow. I think that's the future. So for us, it's just about keeping our nose down. One of the things I love about a physical space is it's really a great hedge against a bear market, right? Because people are always going to want to experience, and the type of content that we're creating and this type of space that we're creating is going to allow people to experience whether the market is up or down.
Got it. Yes. Okay. Are there any projects that inspire non-fungible art, NFA?
I mean, that's a loaded question, because I have so many project partners. It would be, you know, such a bummer to leave people out. But I'll say this: there are different people in the space of creative projects that I admire. Because of the way their work ethic is, right? So, somebody like Brando with Apes Together Strong, and Todd at Hydro Hippos, and a gazillion others. All of my family, because if I don't mention everybody, everybody's going to get, if they hear this, will be like, yo, you didn't mention me. But, Hershey at OG Apes, people with conviction, people with vision, people who are grinding, that inspires me. Whether they've sold out or not isn't really as important to me as a supporter of those projects, as much as it is, like we touched on. I support projects because the people and the vision. I don't. So I'm not looking to buy an NFT and sell it for $20 more and keep it moving. So those are the type of people that inspire me in the space.
I do agree. And I'm hearing you. I'm seeing these people active in the spaces. It's actually
Xenu
Zenu.
is
I've
our,
seen Zenu
you know,
all day.
yeah, Xenu. I was about to say, like, how could I forget Xenu? Xenu's my partner in the venue in Vegas, and talk about a community that on their own has really stepped up and are super bullish on the project. Obviously, they have a lot more stuff going on than just an NFT project. They have their own token, they have their own blockchain. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They have their own products they're coming out with, all these great products. So you take a project like that and the people behind it and their history in technology, even Snuggle Buddies, and Jelly and Dino, great project, again, great vision. We're working with them on their products right now. Or Dogface. I mean, there's so many great ones. Doogies. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of them that have been, like I said, super supportive. Panda, Donkey Kicks, Farmacy, Fantoms. I mean, there's so many people that are out there that have really, hustled big. They've gotten their hands dirty. They're in it, and that's what it's about.
So, you mentioned a few key ones that I wanted to bring up just for various reasons. First of all, the reason I was able to find non-fungible art is through the Snuggle Buddies. And that was also because of a project called Astrobot Society by Token Metrics, right? Which was
Yep,
created.
because Dino created that.
Right on, right. So that's what brought me all, into NFA. It really was, wow, I can't believe I had been missing this all along. My focus on my channel is so much. Well, I don't want to just say my channel. The focus for me when it comes to investing or just getting into the crypto space in general is largely NFTs. I think it's one of the, personally one of the best ways to engage. It's one of the ways it's going to actually, to me, have a longer lifespan or utility, interest, all of it, going forward, aside from just simply holding various coins or tokens. But you mentioned Pharmacy Phantoms. So you got, Styles P, for example. You mentioned Snuggle Buddies. You got, an artist right there. And Dino Belli, he's a musician. He's a creative in very many ways. And you
Yep.
mentioned, of course.
We're actually doing a project with Dino right now, not to interrupt you.
Okay, is that Alpha?
Well, no, people, we haven't talked about it a ton, but we have a Rembrandt painting that was owned by Princess Diana that I had mentioned early on the call that, one of our focuses in the company is taking a physical asset and then creating an NFT as a certificate authentication connected to that physical good. So we've amassed a pretty amazing art collection. I went to Dino and mentioned to him I wanted to do something with him. And I was like, I'm working on this Rembrandt piece. And he's like, Rembrandt? He's like, you're not going to believe this, but the way that I create my art, the lighting that I use when I create art is based off of Rembrandt. So we have, this artist that's a contemporary artist that utilizes his style of lighting, who's now working with us on a real Rembrandt project that's, derivatives of the actual physical piece that'll be ultimately sold together. So yeah, we're really stoked. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Dino, but we've already gotten a handful of pieces from him, and to say they're insane is an understatement. They're amazing.
Right. So, you mentioned, of course, like, the Snuggle Buddies with Dino Belly and Jelly. I guess Jelly Belly is such a great word. It's just such a great idea.
Yeah.
But you mentioned, I see in the partners, of course, you got Snoop there. You've got some pretty notable names, some faces. With all of this, and of course, I mentioned as well, the Pharmacy Phantoms and, Styles P is all over there. You got these timepieces, these apes. My question really is, with the gain of interest of NFTs kind of globally, slowly but surely growing, what kind of opportunity is this with these connections for entertainment?
I mean, I think it's huge. We have a couple of advisors that are, top guys in the music industry that I've already introduced to some of the artists in Web3. So I think that as people figure out like the crazy ways that you can utilize an NFT in a community for, let's say, a musician, I think the space is just gonna explode. I mean, it's and for artists like Dino, but like let's look at like a Nessie, right? Who's killing it in Web3. He's become probably I think he's like the one of the top, musicians that create anthems for different companies. He created two for us. I think he's on almost 100 of them already. And the guy's a beast. He's performed with a gazillion artists, and I think he's a breakout artist that, he's proven in Web3, just with his own collection, that people will pay for music on the blockchain. They pay a lot more than they would if they were buying something on iTunes. Look at what Snoop did with his dog, the doggy style or the Death Row mixtape he put out on, on Web3. I think, again, don't hold me to these numbers, but I've heard things in the news reports like he's done $3, $4, $5 million in sales of music. So I think the future for that is huge.
I can't deny I'm absolutely in agreement. So I've got a couple more questions left. I want to know if you have any plans for the for the NFA membership pass to be multi-chain beyond Ethereum at any time?
Yeah, definitely. I would say in the future, once we get things moving along, we're gonna definitely do that. I can tell you that we do bring in project partners from all different chains, and we definitely support different chains. I own NFTs on multiple chains myself. So the future is yes. Right now we're focusing on one, but I would say in the future for sure we're gonna add other chains.
All right. I suppose finally, what niche? And I have an idea of what the answer is because you've definitely said so much. You're so professional. You know how to answer the who's, all the five W's in one question. So I do appreciate that. But I do want to know if there's any finer points as to any type of niche your team is aiming to fill for blockchains and entertainment with this NFA pass, as well as, of course, the Nifty's compound.
We want to become the go-to place for new talent to be able to showcase what they're up to. I mean, that's really what we want to do. So we believe that we're bringing a platform to the community that'll allow them to do that. So I would say that's a niche we want to be in, which is finding new talent and helping them find their audience.
Well, look, Sydney, I appreciate your time. I'm sure everybody has learned a lot. I'm sure everybody's actually gaining a little more excitement and a lot of just more knowledge of what's really going on because I do believe a lot of us in the space are really, really forward thinking, and I definitely congratulate you. I definitely support you. I have one more comment. For me being in Canada, in Toronto, I was reluctant to press the button, on buying a pass just because I didn't understand whether there was real value for me as somebody who may not actually ever be able to go to a physical venue in the
So
US.
that's a good question, and that's why we made sure that the membership pass has a lot more utility than just coming to the venue. So, for instance, a gold pass, which is our third tier pass, is not very expensive right now, right? So you can get that pass for, I think it's, between $130 and $160. And yes, it has access to the venue, but it also gives you all the other utilities. So you get, four NFTs from our various collections. You get your PFP from Pablo Azar. You have access to our token gated community that's, going to have stuff globally, all different types of discounts. You also get priority for all of our projects. And you get the NFA shop, so you're able to create your own store. So there's a lot of benefit to joining besides just coming to the venue. On top of that, as a holder, our events will be live streamed to our holders. So even if you can't make it, you can still experience what's going on there. So I think the value proposition, even if you just were like an NFT person and just wanted NFTs, on the Gold Pass, you're talking 5 NFTs. That's five NFTs for 0.13 ETH. At minimum, plus the store and plus access to our community is pretty huge.
I have to agree. I got to push the button then. You forced my hand.
Dude, push the button. Don't sweep it off the floor. Listen, this isn't a PFP project, and it's all about people supporting what our vision. Listen, if you've got to sweep it off the floor, sweep it off the floor. We're not playing that game. This is for us. We're not just going out there and sweeping the floor and putting prices higher, and trying to, put a different price on it so people are like, oh my God, look, it's 10 ETH. We want people to come in because they believe in our vision, they believe in what we're doing, and they see the value. And if you're an NFT collector, like I said, go to our website, look at our projects, look at the things that we're doing. I mean, these are having guaranteed access to the homies is a huge thing. If you're a person who knows the homies or understands the significance of a 30-year brand in Web3 with the actual creator of the art and his son who did all the 3D, so it's two generations now working on the homies together. I mean, that's a huge utility right there. And you get our, although you're not gonna, some people will utilize, some people won't, but just having access to our team and the breadth of knowledge that we have, I'm pretty open to jumping on a phone with somebody and talking to them and hearing them out and see how I can help. But I think that's also just a great thing is being part of the community is you get access to a lot of people. And I'd say our project partners are very open. Their DMs are open. They want to help. They want to assist people in a whole bunch of different ways. So I think that's the benefit of being a member.
Sidney, look, absolutely appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for laying so much out about the NFA non-fungible art. I'm a supporter. I jump in the spaces. I'm in the Discord. I'm very quiet, but I'm in there, so, you know, thank you so much.
Next time, come up and say, yo, I appreciate your time and for having us on, and look forward to do one of these in the future. I'll give you an update on where we're at.
All right, absolutely. Sidney, thank you so much. Take it easy.
Thank you, brother.
All right, take care.